As Williams begins his first season at SIU, the team still has a lot of work to do before its first game. Well, coming up, both Saluki basketball teams were in town this weekend, and one Saluki coach takes his final splash. You're watching Evening Edition on WSIU. In the Saluki Senior Send-Off weekend, we'll see the Bradley Braves come to town. Illinois is the latest state to raise its legal age to purchase tobacco products from 18 to 21. Good evening, I'm Patrick Codo. The Saluki men's basketball team went up to Peoria to take on the Bradley Braves. And Saluki basketball is hoping to return to the glory days as a former player is coming home to coach. The Saluki baseball team opened up conference play against preseason favorite Missouri State. The inaugural Saluki women's soccer season officially kicks off August 23rd against Illinois Springfield, but you can catch the Salukis at home on August 17th for their home exhibition against SEMO. Coming up, both Saluki baseball and softball hit the road this weekend, and one golfer gets his swagger back. We'll be right back after this intermission. On a Sunday morning, many people got together in Carbondale for the opening of the farmers market. But why on a Sunday?
We really don't overlap with any other established farmers markets in the area, and it gives the people who can't make Saturday mornings work for them, it gives them another option to come on Sunday afternoons.
The market started half a decade ago, and the idea of having it in Carbondale would be a good fit.
We have a lot of local farmers and artisans in the area that are close. A really close community. It's just a really great time to be had for all.
Many people from the area wanted to spend their Sunday not just by going to church, but by coming to the market.
People from the community and from the region love to come out and shop the great vendors. They also love to come here and have lunch from our kitchen, and it's a great place to meet friends and family.
Many other affiliates came out to the event, including Crown Valley, as Gary Voorhees brought in many liquor and wine samples for folks to try out.
I just kind of inform people about them. I have them taste the product. I have them kind of tune into their own palate to determine what they like and what they don't like.
With Carbondale being the location, many workers involved believe that it is huge for Southern Illinois.
It's become known as the hub of the community, and we want people to come out and support these local growers and people that are out selling their wares. We definitely support Shop Local.
For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo. On a beautiful morning in Murfreesboro, people gathered together to pull this 30-ton 737. But why?
This is our third year for the plane pull for Special Olympics. The Law Enforcement Torch Run is a grassroots effort that raises money and awareness for Special Olympics athletes throughout Illinois every year, and plane pull is one of the ways that we do that.
The third annual plane pull started off in Chicago, but some Special Olympic athletes believe it was the right move to bring it down south.
I think the idea is to move it down here, that get more people involved in this, so they put it more involved as a southern place, because down here you get more people that will come and join.
More than 17 teams pulled this 737 plane 12 feet as two-time reigning champion Monster Squad took home the trophy. The event raised more than $10,000 to benefit Special Olympics, but Special Olympics wasn't the only group to be a part of the plane pull.
Law enforcement got involved many years ago and wanted to pick a charity overall throughout the state of Illinois that law enforcement would dedicate their efforts to. And we worked with Special Olympics, and so we've been doing that for many years now.
After a good turnout here at the airport, Special Olympics hopes to keep this tradition going on in the future.
At this point right now, as long as it still works and we continue to get the support from the community, from the students, and from SIU and the School of Aviation and Southern Illinois Airport, I don't see any reason why we need to move.
For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo.
Get set, release!
Carbondale got its spook on by revitalizing Halloween this year. Friends and families made their way out this past weekend, and they believe that the event was a great idea.
I think it's really great that there are so many fun and family-safe activities going on. So I was excited about that.
I was excited that there was a Halloween celebration around my area, so I didn't have to go somewhere else to have a large event happening, and it was easier because there wasn't as much of a drive, and it was just exciting for me.
One.
Carbondale Halloween included a 5K pumpkin race, a candy walk, and Safe Halloween, as workers involved thought it was a good tradition for the city.
I think it's a great show that shows all of Carbondale how great it is and what it's doing. And I think that you'll see a very smooth celebration today.
Events took place in different parts of the city as many businesses joined in for the celebration.
Every program that did something for Halloween, we came together as a committee to make this a full weekend event for all of Carbondale and Southern Illinois.
After a good turnout, the city hopes to keep this tradition going. For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo. It's Family Weekend at Southern Illinois, but this year the university wanted to make things a little more super. Students and families came out to Comic-Con dressed up as their favorite superhero characters. Although Comic-Con was more than just people getting involved.
Just the idea of trying to showcase our campus to the visiting family in a sort of unique and special way, highlighting the sort of intersection of student, faculty, interest, and the wider community in the sort of different ways that we can utilize all of these talents.
Students that came to the event had a lot to look forward to regardless of whether they're involved.
Coming out to a place that supports people who have similar interests, as well as, people who are more into just, fantasy in general or science fiction and what have you, it just all speaks to me on a really personal level.
It's just really great to get out and see so many people just having fun and dressing up as different characters and just doing something they love.
Former SIU alum Brian Cullen created games such as Rampage, and his goal as a creator was to make people show off their best skills in video games.
It's something that you can't do in real life, and that's for me what making games is all about. It's not copying reality, it's, hey, I'd like to do this, and if I can't do it, I'll create something that lets me do it.
This is the second year SIU has had a Comic-Con event, and they hope to keep it rolling in the future.
And I hope this is a good opportunity to represent our campus and really get some enthusiasm going in the community for SIU and sort of change the narrative about SIU, get some positive messages about SIU going out there.
For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo.